Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn, take two. 5 seconds into filming, I realized I didn't have my phone on shut up. So this is Flosstube. Oh my gosh, I nearly said the absolute wrong day. Flosstube 70, and this is, I believe, the 30th of April. And I am up crazy early this morning and filming at 7:30 because I have a dentist appointment at 8:40 in Waxahachie. So it's gonna have to be short, and so I'm gonna go also in reverse order. So then if I have to come back and grab things up next week, we can finish on questions and everything, but I will try to get through everything really quick and talk crazy quick to get done. I can always upload afterward, but the girls are out of school, and so Mike and I were gonna go do some stuff, and with them, maybe that's better, I don't know. I don't think it is. I said I was gonna try not to obsess about the light and the weird, but I guess it's because it's dark outside and cloudy and still like pretty much nighttime. But I feel like I'm really off center and there's really weird things going on. Maybe that's better. Yike. I am such a creature of routine. Okay, so whips. I have all the whips this week. This is a whip-a-palooza for me because y'all know I don't usually have that many, and I feel like I have a million this week. But I did start, we'll start in with this guy. The Blackbird Design Weekend Sale last weekend, and Brenda and Laura were talking about it, and so I decided to jump on and make myself get this started so I could get it finished. I think it was a gift from Benita she sent to me because she knows I love patriotic. And this is Summer Jubilee by Blackbird Designs. I believe it is in the patriotic, is it of summer, something of summer? They have a book, and it's in one of the books now. It didn't used to be. This is out of the August 2003 Just Cross Stitch, is where it first came out, but it is in one of their books now. But it is beautiful. Now I am, of course, as per my usual, totally changing it up. One of the reasons is because it's stitched on dark and it's real muted, and that's just not my color palette. I like things brighter. So I had this piece, I believe this is ancient. It's either ancient or relic. I picture this plus, and I'll have to go look and tell y'all next time because I forgot to. But this is, I'm gonna do a blue outline and a red. And I believe these are the colors I pulled for it. No, it isn't. Hold up. I picked them up to make a picture for the cover, and now I've got everything in a hot mess over here. That goes with that guy. That goes with that guy. Maybe this does go with this, but I don't think so. It must. Maybe. No, that goes with that guy. I've got the colors around here somewhere, y'all. I'll find them before we get done, I'm sure. Lord help. Okay, these colors go with you. Y'all, maybe I don't have these colors over here with me. Everything ain't matching up. Okay, well I don't. I think this is Old Blue Jean. And I think this is a DMC red. But I'm not sure. Holy moly. Maybe I'll find them in a minute, but this is Summer Jubilee by Blackbird Designs, and it was my Blackbird Design Weekend Sale. This was my start, so I have it ready for patriotic stitching. And y'all, there is a huge like blurry place here. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe that's just on my screen and not on for y'all. I hope not. But I did enjoy working on that guy, and I also worked on, for the weekend sale, this guy here. And he is the 4th of July stocking. And I'm gonna move this so you can see the name of it. He's on 30 count R&R chamomile tea. He's out of the Patriotic July Blackbird Stockings book. And you can nearly all covered up there. So it's the 4th of July one in the Patriotic July Blackbird Stockings book. I'm using my sulkies on it. Like I said, it's 30 count R&R chamomile tea. These are some of the sulkies that I grabbed out. This is how I've always kept mine. I put them on a little bead, and a pipe cleaner. And so I've got all these fun colors, and I've got my flag done, and the flagpole tree, and then the roof. So I worked on those both this weekend for the Blackbird weekend sale, and thank you, Brenda and Laura, for that's where I heard about that. I did get to watch them a little bit last week, and I saw that, and I think they said Teresa maybe sent it to them. I'm not sure, but I enjoyed stitching on both of those. Super fun. Y'all know I hate starting, so if I can find a reason to start and then set it over there, it's ready to go when I finish something else. So that makes me really happy to get that done like that, and then it's ready to go, because I hate starting. It is such pain for me. Now this is, like I said, I'm trying to go really fast today. I worked on the Bittersweet Season by Heartstrings. Danita sent it to me, and thank you, Danita. I finally got all my stuff together to get it going, and I'm loving it. It has all these fun little stitches and beads and fun things. It is an older one. It's out of print. They come up on eBay. I never was lucky enough to catch one, but Danita does stash unload, and she always finds cool things. And so you might shoot her a message, Danita, and see if she can, put an eye out for you one if she gets it or something. I don't know if she does that, but I think I saw her answer somebody that she didn't have one right now, but it is such a cute, fabulous pattern. And I saw it on Lisa Kindred Stitcher. It was back behind her. It used to be back here like this on her wall when she was stitching, and I loved it. And she said that she stitched it a long time ago, and I think it is from like 2006 or something. I thought I saw that on something somewhere. So, I mean, it's been around for a while. But it has all kind of fun specialty stitches. And it has, these are the colors, except for the sparkly threads. Now, my problem has come in that this color here, and when I stitch with these two colors, when they're just X's, it really just looks kind of like the variegation. So I wanted my long crosses to show up a little bit more, so I went digging and found some DMC 4130, and I did the long crosses. And it does show up a little bit more, not a ton, but just a little bit. But it is so cute. And I did rip out that Krynic on the other, where I'd started it and I couldn't pull the Krynic through. I started at the top and was gonna go down, and I couldn't pull the Krynic through, it was so tight. So I just went ahead and started it over on 28 count instead of 32. It's a 28 count even weave. This one is probably coffee and tea instead of camel. It looks like it's coffee and tea dyed. And I don't bake mine because I'm afraid I'll burn it. I get too distracted for things like that. So I ain't trying to catch my house on fire. It could happen, but I ain't trying. Just saying. And then I worked on, I got all my stuff done on Jessie Watson. These are my beautiful Jessie Watson colors. Now I changed everything all up. And y'all know I love a red alphabet, and I'm sorry, I'm congested this morning. So this is Jessie Watson by Hands Across the Sea. And let me see, somebody had asked about which one that was, and it's over here in the notes, but this is it here. This is Jessie Watson, and it's by Hands Across the Sea. So I got my month 1 portion done. Barbara, the Raspberry Stitcher, Barbara Renault, has it all broken down. This is our Jessie Watson Autism Sal for autism awareness. And I am loving it. I'm changing the colors up. This one is a little bit pastel for me. The alphabets and all are kind of pastel. See, I love this down here, but to me, the alphabets are kind of getting lost, and I love bold colors. The pastels are not my favorites. So I'm just changing up as I go. So I changed the wavy things to have some more bolder colors. I just picked 4 colors for it. Most of these are my Wicked Stepmother colors. And then the green, I think, is just a DMC 976 maybe. 937, I'm a liar. This green is just 937 all the way around for the border. But I'm loving it. But it's Jessie Watson, and it's one of the little gems by Hands Across the Sea. I just did the PDF download and copied it. Barbara is doing she's had some Zoom meetups to stitch on it and everything. I didn't make them, but I think I don't know if I was on Baby Watch or what, which I will tell about that in just a second. I forgot to bring a dang picture over here. Well, maybe I shouldn't put it on because I haven't put it on yet. You know how that is nowadays. But we have a baby. Yes. So this one has been a super fun stitch. This is Golden Needle, 32 count from Floss and Fabrics. Jerry Lynn has it. It's where I got this fabric, and it is stitching up really nice. It's really, it's not too pulley and wonkety. I don't like them to be too loose, a really loose weave. My stitches are even, so I don't have problems with it warping or anything much, but I like it. That was my one problem with my May Health and Peace sampler, is there was really big holes. And so even though it was nice to hold and everything, I had problems getting started with, but once I did, I prefer the holes to be tighter like this. I don't like my needle falling out when I'm pushing it through. But this is Jessie Watson by Hands Across the Sea, and it is super, super, super fun stitch. Loving it. Now, nope, that's not it either. Thought I found something. The last thing that I worked on this week, and then I have a finish, is, and a couple of y'all had asked about this. This is Wild Hedgerow House Sampler by Jane Greenoff. I have it in her anniversary, one of her 25th anniversary edition books. You can order the kit or anything off of her. She has a website, just Jane Greenoff. And why am I looking at the light? I'm like a deer this morning. But it is Wild Hedgerow House by Jane Greenoff, and that's this one. Several of y'all had asked what this one was, and I'm gonna try to hold it where you can see it. Wild Hedgerow House Sampler by Jane Greenoff. It is on Be Stitch Me Toast, 28 count, I believe, by Be Stitch Me. Now you can see that her colors, once again, are really pastel-y, and that just ain't my bag. So I am beefing up the colors because I like everything louder and bolder. That's just me. But it is super fun stitch. I got some more of my border done here, and I came in and started adding the little butterflies. Aren't they sweet? There's little bugs and butterflies all over it. So I'm gonna do them all kind of different little colors. I'm not paying much attention to what it says do. But I started working on the leaves last night, and then my eyes were tired, so I decided to stop. But I'm having a lot of fun with this one. I'm not using any of the colors that it calls for. I'm just changing it all up, but the design is so, so pretty. But this is on Be Stitch Me Toast by Be Stitch Me Fabrics, and you can order straight from her website, and she ships fast, and they are a really nice texture. I don't know if that's showing up on there. No, it's not. There we go. They're just good, sturdy, they're not super stiff, but they have a nice body to them. They're not stiff like, some things are really stiff, and I don't mind that. But this one is soft, but it still has body. It doesn't just flop around too much. So since I stitch in hand, works perfect for me. And this is my palette for it. It's mainly my Wicked Stepmother colors. That dark one is that Madeira from Darley. That dark purple, nearly black color here. And we don't know how you order that, but it is a beautiful color thread. She couldn't find a name on it in her kit either. So I don't know how you find it. Maybe go to Madeira and just look through their floss, because there can't be one that's a very like a purple black. They can't have that many, but that's Madeira, and it is very pretty. This is one of my favorites, these two, Bittersweet and I Want Candy by Frankie and Rhonda at A Wicked Stepmother. And this is such a cute color combo, and that's what I'm using on these guys here. And I changed the house color to look like a little house we lived in when the kids were real little. It made my heart so happy. So I stitched on those. Those were my whips this week. I don't think I stitched on anything else. Maybe. And I did have a finish. I decided I wanted to, I told you I'd got this pocket watch. And I think sometimes Michael's and any place they have scrapbook carries it's that Tim Holtz stuff. And it was like $8 off of Amazon because I didn't know who else had it. So I found it online on Amazon and they just mailed it to me. But I did not get it FFO'd. But this is Nevermore by Lizzie Kate. And I stitched it on 28 count, just a scrap that I had left over that I'd dyed yellow and camel Rit dye. And it is just stitched up. I stitched the bird with 2 threads over one, and everything else is stitched with 1 thread over one. But there's little bitty stars up there. I don't know if it'll focus enough to show it. And little French knots at the bottom. But then he'll just be right inside here. I thought I'd finish him up last night, but then I didn't. But he'll just kind of sit like this in here. Let me scooch that a little. So he'll be in there kind of like this. And I just cannot wait. And yes, I will wear him as a necklace or hang him as an ornament, but I will definitely wear myself a big necklace, as y'all know. So I'm so excited to get it finished and get it done. And I think I will do some more of these because an $8 finish is pretty affordable. And you could actually use the same little watch and just pop different pieces in there, in and out. So I'm loving this thing. It was super fun. I think I stitched it Saturday or Sunday one. It must have been Saturday. Must have been Saturday because we got the baby on Sunday. Late. I was so excited. I am so excited. Now, I think that's all my finishes, and we're still doing fairly decent. Okay, now we will jump over to questions and comments, and I'll try to get through those real quick. Oh, and Susie did recommend that when I'm using on this guy, when I go back to doing the metallic threads, to use a bigger needle, like a 22 or a 24, and so that'll help make a bigger hole for the metallic thread to pull through, because that's what your needle should do. Your needle should make the hole for your fabric so you don't snag your fabric all up. So she said use a bigger needle, and thank you, because that never occurred to me, even though it makes perfect sense, for metallics. And there was another comment about my metallics on here, and I'm just going to pick it back up and come back to it in a minute because I cannot find my own writing. And Creatively Chimane, I want to say I'm sorry you've had a rough month. So I'm sending all the hugs, and because I hate having a bad month, and I'm sorry about that. And Char wanted to know, this is Wild Hedgerow House Sampler by Jane Greenoff. And it's available on her website. And I think you can get just the chart or the kit, or it comes in she has Jane Greenoff and they have 25th edition and a 30th edition or something like this. Like they've had a bunch of editions, and it's how I have it inside that book. So I got it, I think, off of eBay or Etsy one long ago, and now I'm finally stitching it. Darlie was starting to stitch it, and I took one look at it and knew I had to do it because I loved all the flowers on there. So this is Wild Hedgerow House by Jane Greenoff. And yes, CJ used to tell me that he was that when he was in the Navy, that they were the limo for the Marines. But he was actually on a minesweeper, so he was on, you know, a small minesweeper ship out and by Bahrain and out around there. So, but I sure am glad he's home. I know that. Oh, Vicky P sent saying thank you for talking about learning disabilities and trying to normalize them and make way for mechanical learners. The world is set up for visual and audio learners, mechanical learners, which is people who need to do to learn, and I'm that person. I love to do something, and then after I do it a couple of times, usually if it doesn't have too many steps, I can remember it. But there are things that if they have to go in the exact same order, my sequencing does not work. James would get so aggravated to me about the TV because I could not turn the TV on. I could not turn the TV on because it had 5 remotes. And if somebody had watched a movie or something, then I'd go to turn the TV on while I was folding clothes or something, and Lord have mercy God, no TV. No TV. And yes, I am that horrible mother that would call her kids at school. I sure did. Judge me, judge me. I would call my kids and I would say, you better go to the bathroom and tell me how to turn this TV on. Your daddy's down in a hole and he won't answer me, and I want to turn the TV on. It was usually Micah. She'd go to the bathroom, she'd come back, she'd, Mom, you know you're not supposed to call people at school. I said, you're in the 10th grade. You ain't learning nothing in the 10th grade. You don't learn nothing again until you're a senior. It's just keeping y'all off the streets. I'm telling you right now. So go on, tell me how to turn this TV on, and you can go back in there and pretend to be learning something. And yes, I am that horrible person, because that's how I felt about most high school. I knew most stuff I already had, and the stuff that I didn't know, I couldn't learn. That's algebra, not in my wheelhouse. Ain't gonna happen. I don't care whose class I'm in, especially the guy who would write it on the board and say, here's the lesson, and that was it. No. So, yes, I was that person, and that's what I did. And she would tell me how to turn the TV on. But I am not, there's something wrong with my brain like that. It can't. She would say, Mom, if it's doing this, then you have to pick up this remote and push this button. You have to pick up this and push and push and push. And I cannot. I say, yes, I know it, but I can't remember what order I'm supposed to do it in. And you know, if you don't do it in the right order, it don't work. So, yes, I was that person. So, Vicki also sent, which I have not read any of these, books by Mel Levine, MD, or Levine, L-E-V-I-N-E, Levine. We used to have a department store around here, and we called it Levine's. But I don't know if it's Levine or Levine. But either way, I'm sure he won't be offended if you go read his books. The Myth of Laziness, and Ready or Not, Here Comes Life, and A Mind at a Time. That's how bad my writing is, too. Yes, I am that person. So thank you for that, Vicki, because I do think we all have to talk about these things and try to normalize things, and maybe we'll all quit being so weird about being weird, because we're all weird somehow, except my husband, who thinks he's the only normal person on the planet, which proves he's the weirdest. There you go. Rita said, how do I store my magazines and charts? And I thought I had that folder here. Like my Noah's Ark ones are in a folder. I just have them in a folder like that, like a regular school folder, a big one. And then my other things, like then they're in, you know, those boxes you get at Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and they look like they have Christmas on the outside, and they have Halloween on the outside, and summer looking stuff on the outside. That's how I then have them like that inside the boxes. Does that make any sense? And I forgot to grab one. But anyway, they're in those boxes that are made of hardboard and they have the little flip catch like this, so you flip the thing up and then you open it up, and then the folders are down in there, or if they're just like seasonal stuff, they're just down in there. My Blackbird is in all one thing together, no matter what season it is or holiday. I keep all them together in one thing, or I try to. I'm famous for setting them down somewhere and then getting stuck in somewhere else. Lord. Also, here we go. Mary Ann said when you do the chronic, the thick, the gold metallic thread, just do half a stitch. Just do the half cross. Don't come back over it. She says you won't notice it and it won't, you know, be so tight and won't be so hard to pull through. So I'm going to try that too. So thank you, Mary Ann. Oh, and Carolyn and Danita were sweet enough to tell me about this here. Oh, well, here we go. Here's my colors for the Blackbird Summer Jubilee. I have Classic Colorworks Blue Corn, and then my Wicked Stepmother Love Letters in the Sand, Woolly Swamp, which she let me name, and then Classic Colorworks Licorice Red. Like this. So that's all I've pulled so far for it. But they were telling me that my little floss keep book that I couldn't think of the name of, they said it's called a Bitsy Bob. How cute is that? I love this thing. Patty Pen sent me one, and I use it over here in the project. I love it. It was in my Summer Jubilee, which I have not cleared out and put away because I'm deciding if I'm gonna do that last one yet. So she had sent me this guy here. So cute. So I love these, and I just keep them with me, and then I don't have to. On the ones I don't have those on, I use a piece of, I just use a piece of felt behind my pattern, and I stick them on there like that. And you see my needles there, and then my pattern is on top of it on this clipboard. So, but yes, this is called a Bitsy Bob, so thank y'all, because I didn't know. So thank you, Carolyn and Danita. And Beverly wanted to know about my Wild Hedgerow House fabric. This is Be Stitch Me Toast, and it is so pretty. I love it. So Be Stitch Me Toast is my Wild Hedgerow House fabric. Renee, people crossing out of that other lane and turning across the turn lane, if you are in the go straight lane, you better go straight. For heaven's sake, turning across everybody else out of the main lane. Well, they did away with that in Waxahachie because they done put a big median right down the center, and I hated it. I still hate it sometimes because you can't just shoot across like you used to could, but it does save all the poor dumbs from killing themselves and everybody else because they don't know how to drive. So I hated it because they'd been that way wide open my whole life. You could just shoot across if you had a wide opening, but for some reason people could not understand that you could not turn across in front of the people in the turn lane, out of the driving lane. So I don't even know what to do to help folks, but except like you say, make everybody go take another driving exam. Maybe before you get your next, income tax return or something, you have to sit there and watch it like you do if you get a ticket and you have to watch on TV. You have to see that thing and watch the film and take the little test at the end. I think we should do that before you get your next income tax or file it. Even if you file it and don't get no return, you should have to sit there and watch that if you have a driver's license. You know what? Even if you don't have a driver's license, you maybe could help the person in the car with you because they need help bad. Jude asked about, as I reach back without falling off my stool here, this fabric here. And it is, I think it's part of the Flea Market Finds line, possibly, but it is from Floss and Fabric. Jerry Lynn has it at Floss and Fabric, is her Etsy store, Floss and Fabric, and she's the one what sent it to me. And it is so cute, and it also has colors, and I still haven't put my little things on the corner up there, y'all. Cover those up. But they have colors of it too. But it is the cutest fabric. But Jerry Lynn at Floss and Fabric is her Etsy shop. And she sent it to me, and she has it, and it is so cute. Lorraine, I like to die. When we're talking about calling things and naming things, she said she had to go get a blade. Her husband had rented a Ditch Witch, and the blade broke. and she went to get it and couldn't think of the name, and then she thought it came to me so clear, and she said, I told him I needed a blade for that trench winch. That her husband, that's fabulous. Dude, that is fabulous. That sounds like a prostitute during World War I or something. I'm a trench winch. Lord have mercy. That is hilarious. And she said, of course, they called her husband after they died laughing and laughed at him too. Tammy B, yes, I am thinking more and more about that virtual retreat. I think that sounds like super fun, and then people wouldn't have to travel, and so I'm trying to get my brain wrapped around that. I love it. Edith, no, I can't get Mama to color. I cannot get her to color. I bought her color books. I bought her markers and pencils and crayons, and I love to color. I could color my life away. When I was little, my granny called me Doodle because I was always coloring and doodling around with my pens and markers and stuff, Crayolas, and or crayons, as Justin says, crayons, and I say crayons. He says crayons. So anyway, she will not color. I don't know why. This week, everything has been a year. When I picked her up on Tuesday before I took him to see the baby, and we went to eat. I took her to eat. I'm checking my time, y'all. I'm still doing pretty good. I took her to eat, and she wanted a hamburger, and I said, okay. And she said, I finished my whole hamburger. That's the first time I've done that in a year. I said, well, since Friday, Mama. She said, a year. Okay. Then we went to see the baby, and we went and picked up her prescriptions, and then I got her a Diet Dr. Pepper. She loves Diet Dr. Peppers, and sister don't keep them in the house because she'll guzzle them. I mean, she will literally just drink them back to back, like gulp them down like an alcoholic maniac with beer or something. I mean, she would just literally run through a Diet Dr. Peppers. So sister don't keep them at the house at all. So I get her one every time I have her. I get her a Diet Dr. Pepper. So at least twice a week, I know she gets a Diet Dr. Pepper because she goes somewhere with me and I get her one. If I take her somewhere, that's a treat. I go get her Dr. Pepper. So I come back out with this Diet Dr. Pepper and she opens it up. She takes a big old swig. She said, that's so good. You know, I ain't had one in a year. I said, only since Friday, Mama? She said, a year. Okay. Y'all, I don't know. But everything's a year right now in 10 minutes. She only gets to visit people for 10 minutes. It don't matter if you stay 4 hours. She says, well, I only got to see him for 10 minutes. Okay, Mom. 10 minutes times 40, but we ain't gonna go there. It's just like, I don't even know what to say. I say, okay, Mama. So yeah, everything is a year and everything is 10 minutes. This last week, it has been something else, but I'm gonna pick her up after I go to the dentist today. So, oh, and Linda B said her husband wants to know if I was the only person on the road, would I still stay right? And yes, you know what? I would, because I'm gonna tell you why. Somebody might flying up behind me in a Lambo or a Maserati or something. They'd come up so fast I wouldn't even know they was coming, and then I'd be in their way. So yes, if I was the only person on the road, I would still stay right. I might lean toward the center a little bit more, but I would still stay right because I don't want nobody to be in my way. It gets on my last nerve, in case you can't tell. And when we were talking about Teal last night, now I'm turning Mama. Teal said, her husband kept saying, why should she keep talking about you? But that is her name, Teal, like the color, and that is beautiful. I've never heard that as a name before. We have people around here, their last name is T-E-E-L, Teal. But I've never seen anybody that Teal, T-E-A-L, was their first name, and that is beautiful. So yes, you are worth talking about, and you have a beautiful name. So tell him yes, we were. And Donna, if you could see the face I drew in here, that you got 3.5 inches of snow last week. Now we got 3.5 inches of rain the other night, and my yard is like a swamp back there. But what in the world? No, I can't do no 3.5 inches of snow after Easter. No, See, not okay. Nope, nope, nope. And Sherry said, so I flipped my hair out again because I hadn't thought of her in a long time. She said I look like Marlo Thomas with my hair flipped out. Well, that's sure nice because she's real pretty, and I used to love watching her when I was a kid. And I think the boyfriend's name, was it Donald? I think I can see her saying Donald. But I used to love watching her. That was one of the things that I remember Mama having on the TV was Marlo Thomas. She would always watch Marlo Thomas, and she would always watch anytime Doris Day was on. She would turn on a Doris Day movie, always. So, thank you. So I flipped my hair out again. And of course, this caused a discussion between James Williams and I, because he said, oh, somebody else tells you that, and they're a genius. I tell you that, and he does. If we are, anywhere we go, if my hair falls in front of my ears, he starts pushing it back behind my ears. And he won't leave these little pieces. He has to flip out these pieces and everything and push them behind my ears. So he likes my hair behind my ears, no matter what length it is. He's always trying to push it behind my ears. So thank you. Oh, Elena, your comment about you had fallen. Yes, that was very funny, and I'm very glad that you didn't really have fallen. And Patty Penn, you are a genius, because talking about things being named things, she said screwdrivers should be pluses or minuses instead of a flathead or a Phillips. Then anybody that didn't know one thing about, because math, even though I hate it, it's fairly universal language. So if they call them plus and minus screwdrivers, that makes a world of sense. So thank you, Patty Penn. Proof again that if women could rule everything, it'd be all right. Sarah was asking about this one, my Bittersweet Season. It's the Bittersweet Season by Heartstrings. Let's see if I can get it up there real close where you can see. But it has all these fun little stitches and metallics and little gewgaws on it. It is so cute. But the Bittersweet Season by Heartstrings is my one that has got just a little hunk in here. That's this guy that I'm working on here. It's easier to see the stitches in that stitch model, isn't it? But yeah, so I am loving that. So that's who that is. Teresa said that she has common pair dyslexia. So look that up. It's a specific type of dyslexia. So I had never heard that there were specific kinds like that. So thank you, Teresa, because I did not know that there were different ways that it did. So even though Keely was always dyslexic and still is, and CJ is dysgraphic, I did not know that there were different things within it. So thank you for that, because we're all, as long as we keep learning, we're doing better. Oh my gosh, Shelly, I am sorry your mama has Alzheimer's, but I'm gonna tell you, I was dying at her sneaking around doing her exercising. Because talking about mama saying she could beat me in a foot race, she wanted to race me, and I said, Mama, we ain't gonna have no race. Evidently, I guess that's something that gets to going in your brain, because you think for some reason that you want to be running and exercising or something. I don't know. But her mama is in the assisted living, but she figured out that, of course, she'd get in trouble. You know, she'd be trying to run up and down the hallway when they seen her. She figured out when they would be over on the other side of the building or doing something else late at night, she could get out of her room and run up and down the hallway and get her exercise in, which was fabulous until she fell and broke her pelvis and her shoulder, which is what I keep telling my mama. So, but I was dying about her sneaking around behind their back to get her exercise in. So please tell her I said hi and give her a hug for me, because, and maybe, we'll hook her up with my mama and they can have some kind of virtual races on the Wii or on some kind of computer game or something where you don't actually move. I guess the Wii you have to move, don't you? Is there still Wiis? I don't know about that, but there has to be something. But I'm gonna have to find something for her to do to keep her from thinking about she's gonna be running no foot race. Lord. Oh, where did I set them? Con said she needed the hedgehog socks, and y'all hold on. I set them here somewhere. Oh my gosh, and I can't reach them. Let me get over here. I was gonna say so you could see the tags so you could get them for her niece. Her niece collects hedgehogs, but she's not a little girl anymore. And so she said, look at him. Look at Punxsutawney Phil on there. But they're by Socksmith. Socksmith, and they are so cute. I love them. It says no boring socks, Socksmith. And they say they're Phil Shadow socks. Phil Shadow socks. So they're so fabulous. So fabulous. Teresa, not Teresa, Texas Stitcher. Here again, my writing, y'all. Texas Stitcher wanted to know where to get the Friends pattern, which, here again, I probably can't reach. Lord have mercy. I got stuff jumped out everywhere today, y'all. This one here, it will be up on the blog. I have not got it because I changed some stuff in the pattern. So I've got to make some changes to it, but I will get it up on the blog site. But I'm gonna go look, I'm gonna take Mama with me since it's nasty out. I'm hoping I can get her to go in Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something, see which way she wants to head today. And get a box because I want to put him on a box. But I'll have it up on the blog site soon, hopefully this week. But I changed some things to the pattern, and so I have to fix it before I put it on there. Linda in College Station, my niece lives down there, and I call him my nephew. It's really my cousin's son, but she's like sister. And he is Alex Zettler on the A&M football team. I think number 43. I don't do sports, much to his father's chagrin. He is a defensive back, I think, and he's number 43 on the Aggie football team. So if you get a chance to wave or love on some players, that is I call him my nephew. Linda Akers asked about my stitchy chair. Did I find one? Yes, I did find one. It is just a leather wingback and I got it at the Pottery Barn outlet. We have a Pottery Barn outlet here, and up to Dallas. I mean, I had to go to Arlington, but James drove, so I don't care. I just tried to close my eyes. But it is small, and I don't know if I can. I'll probably cause a wreck. I'll show it in something on Instagram or one day this week. But it's a small leather wingback chair, and it's real firm. It's not squish, because the squishy, man, it is killing me. The squishy is killing me. And the Noah pattern, that is the SS Noah. That was the one that I got a couple of messages and on Instagram and on the YouTube messages and Facebook and things that was the one y'all liked best. So I will be starting the SS Noah, and it is so cute. And it is, I believe, a heartstrings also. But I didn't get a start on it because on Sunday, I'm about to jump off here, y'all. So I didn't get to my Happy Mail yet. Maybe I'll shoot again this week. But Baby Catch did get here late, 10:36 on Sunday night. He was 7 pounds, 7 ounces when he was born and 21 inches long. She did great. Took her a while. I think maybe because the tilt in her cervix, he kept kind of slipping back up. And like I already said, he was real toesy in there, and he was not keen on coming out. And when he did, boy, he let us all know. He got some lungs on him, but he looks just like his daddy. And I wanted to show a picture, but they haven't posted any pictures on social media yet, so I guess I better wait. So next week, maybe I'll get on in the middle of the week if they'll go ahead and post. But I've got to leave here to get to the dentist, or I'll be tardy for my dentist appointment. So I'm going to jump off here, and I'll upload after I get through at the dentist. And but I didn't get my Happy Meal done. So y'all all sent me some fun, fabulous Happy Meal this week, but I don't have time to get through it without. Can I go through real quick? Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. This is gonna be the fastest Happy Meal, and it's gonna seem like I'm not very thankful for it, but I am very thankful for it. But I don't want to go another week without showing it. Teresa is Maggie Grace Creates on Insta, and this made me laugh so hard. I'm gonna try to be sure I don't show her address. I don't. Y'all, I am continually forgetting to put y'all's card in before I mail something. And Margie and Nope. Nope, 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 not Margie. Yes, Margie. Let me turn back one more page. Margie and Renee. I did not get to the post office this week because I've been spending every spare second over there hugging on the baby. So I will get y'all stuff in the mail, I promise. And Michelle, let me know if you still haven't got your package, because it should be there by now. That makes me worried. But I'm continually having to reopen y'all's packages and put the note on. I'm famous for it. She, look at these beautiful butterflies that she made. How beautiful are they? They are going to be looking beautiful on my tree with my little spring ornaments and things. This will force me to get going on my spring things. But she drew little, can you see a little plant back there? I think that one says larkspur, and this one says peony back behind there. But they are so beautiful. So thank you, Teresa. And she sent me this because this is so funny. Look at this little sponge that says clean up your act. That cracked me up. It has a little cross stitch on it. I love it. She sent the girls some stickers, which they'll be over here later, and they have 2 packages still from last week that Micah said hold till Friday because they're out of school today and the weather's supposed to be nasty. But then she made me all these beautiful cards to send y'all. I'm gonna try to just pull some out at random. But look how beautiful they are. Gorgeous. So thank you so much, Teresa. And I love that your note was on the outside because I'm continually having to reopen a package. And I never thought about just taping it on the outside like that because, well, that would make sense. And, you know, go me. Then I got all these things here. I'll put that one right there with the card. This is Nail. And I don't know if y'all know Nail. She's Quilter Nail on Instagram. She does model stitching for Michelle Bendy. And her baby is about to graduate, so I'm gonna make him famous on here. I don't think any that don't have their address on it. So look how handsome he is, and he's going to art college. So if y'all have any single granddaughters, look at there. Yep. Sorry if you already have a girlfriend, Calvin. She can come kill me. Look how handsome he is. And I know Nell would not let him be a bad kid. So I'm just saying, there's a catch right there. Good family, good kid. Just saying, throw it out there. And this is from Miss Becky, and she wrote me this beautiful note with this beautiful card, a beautiful note in here. Thank you so much. I love when y'all send me notes and cards and let me know. She'll be 83 in June. I think is what the card said if my brain's working, which it usually doesn't. So, yeah. Then this was such a fabulous surprise. It's from Tammy B. She sent me this beautiful card, Sassy Since Birth. Yeah, true. So true. I have nothing back to say to that because it's just fact. With these fun, look at these socks. In loving memory of sleep. I love them. Of course, I should give them to Baby since she just got the baby and sleep is not happening. But she sent me this beautiful By the Bay Needle Arts Old South Church. And I don't have any By the Bays before, and they are beautiful. And one of y'all just finished that big long By the Bay one that's long this way. It's so pretty. Or is it long this way? Long this way. Yeah. And I can't remember who just finished it though. But this is beautiful. And look at these beautiful threads. And I've pulled them out. It says limited edition Victorian mottos. And they are gorgeous. Look at these threads. I don't have any Victorian model ones. They're so pretty. So thank you so very much. They are beautiful. And I don't know if they're all made to do this, but they sure would do this fabulous. That is beautiful. So thank you so much. Tammy, I've got a big mess here, but I was so excited when I seen those y'all's packages this week. So excited. Because for a couple days, I was just kind of in a state after we went and had the baby. And then I got this from Miss Frankie. This came yesterday. Now, I got this card in the mail earlier with these beautiful threads in it. Honky Cat, Penny Lane, and Sweet Potato Pie. Look at these. Those are good, good colors. And she always sends me a beautiful card. She always has beautiful cards. But then she said, this is your birthday present here. And I was like, holy moly. I just kept opening and kept opening. I got to go. Here we go quick, y'all. This beautiful Nita book, and I think it said it is by The Feathered Nest Blogspot. How beautiful is that? And it says love on the little tag. It is so gorgeous. She sent me some John James tapestry needles, fabulousness, some blue Rick is Aria says, some blue Rick Rack. And I don't know when I write it, I never put the K in there, but this beautiful blue Rick Rack to go with my fall thingies. And I think it will work on perfect on this guy right here. Can you see that? So that's going down. Oh, I gotta hurry. She sent me this beautiful card in here with it, Miss Frankie. And look at this cute needle threader. This little ladybug needle threader. This little floss bling. That cute little house. And I wanted to open these last night, but I didn't because I want to show them first. These beautiful Winterberry face wipes. They smell real good. I just cracked the thing and smelled them just a little bit. They smell super yummy. I can never have enough of these. I love these things. Red and white pom-pom trim, y'all. Patriotic stitching is going down. And then this beautiful, it says it's called seam tape, I'm gonna call it the wrong thing, seam binding. But it's, I've seen everybody do the beautiful little wrinkly, the ruching with it. And look at these two beautiful colors. That navy, that's ready for patriotic stitching, and that orange, I could have put it on one of my spring things. I could put it on that guy too, instead of the Rick Rack. This journal, which I've nearly finished my one that I do my floss tubes in, so I'm gonna have to get another one, so not a moment too soon. And it is beautiful. Look here, all those beautiful pages in there. And like I said, I'm sorry to be going so fast, y'all. Now then she sent me all these fun things at the bottom here. Okay. Ooh, we gotta hurry. Scarlet House, Very Merry Christmas. This thing is beautiful. Look at that border. Holy moly. Love it. Then all these little notions. How cute are these? All these fun little fancy buttons. Look at those little cherry buttons. Those little red leaves. How cute is that? And I love that twine. And then this fabulous fabric. 28 count smoky pearl casual. 32 count Weeks Confederate Gray. This is so pretty. I've always wondered exactly what that color looked like, because you see it on things a lot. And then this is, I'm gonna say a 28 count, and I think I probably knocked the tag off somewhere in my ebulliency opening the package. But it is just a beautiful kind of a barley beige color. That's beautiful. So thank you so much, Frankie. Y'all just are so sweet to me, and I don't deserve it. But I've got to jump off here and get to the dentist, so I don't have time to chat anymore, and I'm sorry. But I will jump off of here and run to the dentist and get my teeth cleaned, and then I will upload this when I'm done. So y'all have a happy Friday and a great weekend, and enjoy your stitching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.